Welcome to Lesson 4.8 about joint ventures and co-development relationships. Someone once said the differences between men and women can be explained by wedding behavior. Some brides spend a lot of time and money buying a wedding dress. The grooms usually rent a tux they'd pick up the day of the wedding. Friends of the groom return the tux to the rental store a day later. Meanwhile, brides sometimes try to preserve their dresses and pass them down to their daughters. Could you imagine a more different approach? But weddings are usually happy occasions that work out well despite these differences. How do these two very different approaches to the same event work to get together to create a memorable day for everyone? How does that great day launch a positive long-term relationship? Marriage, like most other long-term complicated relationships, is a great adventure of two people negotiating, compromising, trading their goals and needs, strengths and weaknesses. So it is when two businesses enter into a joint venture. They often try to combine two very different approaches. The goal may be to combine the best of the two approaches, but the reality is that each of the joint venture partners often transfers their worst characteristic to the joint venture. That's one reason why most joint ventures eventually fail. So if most joint ventures fail, why do businesses continue to form joint ventures? We might recall Albert Einstein's definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. But that would be unkind and overly simplistic. Joint ventures are like any tool. They wouldn't exist if there weren't problems people want to solve. Markets are complex, and distribution networks and manufacturing facilities are too expensive for most young companies to be able to afford a go-it-alone strategy. The ability to enter into joint ventures, corporate partnerships, and strategic alliances is a fundamental tool for building your business. Some joint ventures actually do work. Many work for a time and then become obsolete. They fail because people don't terminate them when their useful life expires. That's different than originally being a mistake. Investors see such partnering arrangements as a way to leverage their investment dollars. So investors usually want to know about your partnering strategy. Sometimes it's one of the first questions investors will ask. Telling investors you plan to do it all by yourself is usually a good way to drive investors away. Developing an effective partnering strategy usually requires you to understand the existing market. How is the market changing? Who are the existing competitors? Who are your potential future competitors? Developing a workable partnering strategy is therefore an intrinsic part of your business plan strategy for penetrating the market and competing against your competitors.